Hello there. Welcome to another talk. If you hear a noise in the background, it's a fan. But anyway, I haven't done any talks in a while, and why is that the case? Because I just didn't have space for one. Yeah, that's it. Uh, just briefly, my life is not going into too much details, but when I'm not doing this internet stuff, songs, spiritual, whatever, I'm also my mum's registered carer, and so my day is always busy, pretty much. But anyway, and just a last point on that, what I was just talking about. You know, it's all about timing. That's what I'm learning lately. It's all about timing. Reality is like timing, divine timing, like music. And once we realize that, or once a person realizes that, you realize that if you go in according to that timing, then things are a lot easier. And that relates to, you know, my life, So if you time it right, you take your breaks, you know. But not going too much into that right now. Today's talk, must watch, is called Narcissistic Family Triangle. Now, just in case any family members are watching, I don't believe in bringing parents down or family members, even if, sorry, that they, you know, are doing whatever they're doing, excuse me, are, you know, if there is some sort of abuse going on, I think as an adult, it's your responsibility to heal from that and to overcome it, you know. But today is called Narcissistic Family Triangle. Uh, I just thought I'd point that out, in case any family members are watching and they have a heart attack. I think I'm talking about them. But it's not I'm not talking about my parents. But I think I'm talking about a lot of parents, especially when there's someone in the family going through a spiritual awakening. This seems like a very common common situation where you get someone that has a spiritual awakening and the rest of the family don't approve, or they're weird or whatever. And you might be a person going through this, and if you do your research on it, as I'll quickly explain, that the narcissistic family is like a triangle. You got the narcissist, they control the others, and if you're someone that is different, or if you're, if you see yourself as, more spiritual or whatever, or they see you that way, it doesn't have to be you. A lot of the times, the people that get spiritual awakenings are very humble individuals, or at least that's what they become. And and yeah, that's how it is. It starts off as insecurity, jealousy, envy, hatred, and basically, once you're on that road, that's the road to evil. You know. But yeah, so and this, like I say, this is very common in families where someone is saying they're a chosen one or whatever, and this is happening. You know, I watch videos on YouTube of people going through something very similar, and again, I'm not saying my parents, because the reason I say not my parents is because my family, It's not blood that's thicker than water, but it's spirit that's thicker than water. And what I mean by that is your real soul family is your real family. You see? And a lot of people came into this reality and were chucked into families that, they don't resonate with, or jealousy, or whatever. Not my family, just to make that clear again. These family members, there's not a lot of choice, so before you came here, you had to come, and it's all to do with the awakening, the mass awakening. And in a situation like that, where you've got a lot of souls coming in, you can't choose. There might not be that much options in a situation like that, and in this very time frame right now. And so so there's not much options, and that's why this is happening. You don't know them, they don't know you, but they might recognize that you're on a different level to them. But my advice for anyone going through this, but like I say, before I go into that, the narcissistic family triangle starts off as one person. They control the others. They're weak-minded. And if you're someone that's going through an awakening, you might be noticing something. You see? And this is a very common thing that's going on right now in people going through some form of awakening or spiritual awakening. And so that's how the narcissistic family triangle goes. It's one person, it's a narcissist usually. But I don't even like saying that for some of them, because some of them are too stupid. They're like dumb. I think we're over complimenting some of them when we say narcissists, because narcissists can be quite intelligent. And you need a little bit of narcissism. If you didn't have that, life would be very boring. But if it's a level where you're very jealous, and you're these kind of toxic thoughts, that's not good. And that develops, like I say, that's how evil is developed. Very simple, resentment, hatred, jealousy, and then they develop until eventually you've got a person that is evil. That, could be a murderer, could be anything. And people are like, why is that person so cold? Well, because of all the things that happened before. It can even be past lives. You could even be embodying your family's bloodline and their energy and their consciousness. And I haven't seen much families with someone that's awakening that hasn't been like narcissistic. And the reason I'm saying this talk is not about my parents, because once I had my awakening, my first big spiritual awakening, in, I think it was 2012, I was 24. As soon as I had the first awakening, that moment, I knew something had changed, and I knew that these people were not my real family. And then as the years went by, I started to realise more and more, downloaded, that about the awakening, found out about the spiritual awakening, and only took me, I think, half of where I am now, 5-6 years, to do a lot of healing. Still healing after that point, but worked out pretty quickly what was going on through videos on YouTube and all different things. A synchronistic thing, but it's like gradual. It's like that's what spirit does. It leaves you little breadcrumbs on your path. And so, yeah, if this is going on with you, And you find yourself saying, why are these people not like me? What's happening? You're going through this awakening. Well, they are your blood family, and a lot of the time your blood family are not your spirit family, especially in a mass awakening. And also what I'd say, don't blame the parents, especially if you're an adult, because it's your responsibility to change your emotions, to heal yourself. You see? And problems that you got from your family, once you heal them, because of what you've went through, you'll be able to help others. I don't bring my family into it because I don't believe in it, number one. And number two, like I say, when I first got the awakening, everything changed. All of a sudden, the voice in my head became silent. Within that silence, that's the awakening. And that's how you find the true divine power. But back to the talk in hand, yes. So if this has happened to you and you're confused, that's why I made this topic, talk. Just understand, or try to understand, that they're not like you, because there's so many souls coming in because of the awakening, or are here now. And and this special time frame that we're in, you're not going to get a lot of choices, because so many are coming in at a certain time frame. And that's why that is. It's because of the awakening. And as you go along your healing path, awakening path, you'll start to see beyond the veil. You'll start to see little glimpses of your real soul tribe. And that'll develop. That's what's happened to me. Started off as the internet. And I notice as well that in real life, I'm connecting with people, a few people, and it's like a frequency thing, where the frequency, and science can tell you that this is accurate, frequency attracts its similar type. And so if you want narcissists out of your life, you just change your energy, and you'll notice they're there much less. But these problems that these people create, it's not about demonizing them. But these people are great, because they're giving you this opportunity to heal, right? Really deep stuff from even past lives. It could be their bloodline. And that's what the chosen ones are for. They are to heal whatever, they've got to heal, whether it's family, collective consciousness, and then help others to heal. And there's no better way of helping people with narcissism than being around them. And in being around them, like I say about energy, that you must have a narcissist within you also. Even when you spot the narcissist or demonize, that's hurt. The hurt inside is what makes the narcissist do what he or she does. So the truth is that in my opinion, we are all narcissistic within, and it's about healing that. And you don't want to heal, you don't want to get rid of all of it, because you need drive, you need a little bit of ego, narcissism. But when it's hurting others, when it's at that dangerous level, that's when you need to heal. And so, like I say, it's not about demonizing family members or blaming them even. It's about understanding that the narcissism, to be in their space, and the way energy works is it can't be in the space of someone else if it's not similar. It's like a radio. You can't connect to a radio station if you're too far away from it. But as you evolve, ascend, and heal that narcissism, then people will become less and less. You'll notice one person's out your life, and it'll just build up. And when in doubt, listen to what your heart is telling you. You know, if you know that you're on this pathway they're not, then just isolate yourself. When you isolate yourself, you'll become more developed. And you'll find you're not blaming anyone. And then what will happen as you evolve, you heal, you'll not blame family members or anyone else, because you'll know that you created that situation. You know, karma's going to get you eventually. You don't escape from it. And that's why bad things happen and people can't understand it. It's to do with karma. They're going to get it one way or another. So yeah, so the way around this is, or to navigate through the narcissist, these families, isolate yourself and heal, and that's you on your path. If you find yourself getting annoyed or angry, frustrated, immediately know that that's stuff within, unconscious wounds from other lives or bloodline, whatever, that's come out. So these people that are narcissistic are bringing up this trauma within you. And as you are going along this path, you know, you won't be so angry at them. And they'll become, like I say, less and less. And all of a sudden you won't be blaming anyone else. Then you become totally responsible. Like, just briefly, you know, about my own path. You know, once upon a time before the awakening, very low self-image, you know, not a lot of confidence, pretty much, you know, just a copy of my family. And now, you know, I'm just so different and distant from them. And that's because of the awakening. But spiritual awakening was a choice I made. I had enough one day. And it was so much that I knew something had changed within me. And what I'd done, I believe, was ignite the heart chakra. Ignite the spiritual power within me. And the truth is, your narcissistic family, whatever it is, isn't actually to blame. You see? What's happened is your traumas has manifested. You see? Yes, you know, we've got people on the planet that are born for the awakening, but the energy thing is still the same. You know, and so what I mean by that is you attract whatever frequencies you're on. So I would urge people to take more responsibility rather than just attacking and calling people narcissists. Heal the inner narcissist first, and then they won't be there. Pay very close attention to when you get annoyed at certain things. That's the inner narcissist again. I'm not a psychiatrist or don't have any psychiatry or medical diploma or anything. Just the spiritual awakening. And I get new awakenings every other day. And, you know, like I said earlier in this talk, and I kept repeating, as soon as I had the awakening, I knew my family here was not my family. But everything I'd done prior to that led to that point, you know. So basically what that means is karma from the past manifested this current family. But this is the lifetime when you awaken, I awaken, spiritually. You heal from all your other lives, from Earth, which is a school, and then when you spiritually awaken, that's you returning to source. And to end on this talk right now, it's a choice. You know, if you're criticizing people and you're not happy, ask yourself, is this making you happier? If you choose the awakening path, the healing path, your whole personality will change. You won't blame other people. You'll have confidence. Even in situations where you wouldn't have been confident before. And that's the pathway to becoming high value. Being high value has nothing to do with how much you exercise. Because, you know, there could be a lot of insecurity behind that. But being high value is when you choose to follow heart, Christ, the divine. Once you're humble enough to do that, that's when you're on the path to bliss, heaven, whatever you want to call it. And it's all within you. And this is the way how to heal from narcissistic family situation. And then you become the example of what to be. But I'm just going to leave it there. For latest updates, talks, songs, you know, information on many subjects, please do visit my website at www.lovelightfamily.com. Thank you.